Hey, welcome out to the shop. So, we're back to pouring silver today. I have a Harley that I'm going to be pouring for Jeff. And then I'm going to do some more of the Lady Pirate panels. And I got this, took this cue from BCS and Vegas Stacker the other night, talking about the looking at the 3D on the 5 gold back from Florida, and I put it through my software. So I am actually going to pour one of my pirate ladies will be a tribute for the 5 gold back. And then if I have time for a couple more pours, I have a couple more here that I will try to be pouring. So we'll see how it goes. Today we got in, these are our buffaloes that we got from Reddit, the Reddit purchase. So we'll be melting down buffaloes today to do it. All right, well, I'll get started on the molds. I do have LBS and check stacker Saturday morning going over here on the laptop to keep me company while I'm putting together the molds. So LBS, thanks for the entertainment. I'll be listening to you guys, but I'll be back in a bit with the molds and when we're getting ready to pour. That one I poured short. Let's see if it ends up being good or not. Now, fortunately, that's my pirate round, so I can always re-pour that one. This one is the Harley round. That one looked like it came out nice. All right, well, I'll pull those out and just double check them. I think the Harley round is good. The other one I think I'm going to have to re-pour. I'll be back. All right, so yeah, you can see this one was not pouring well right from the start. This is all part of the original pour, and for some reason it was just not pouring well. And then here's the short. You can see where I poured short is this line right across here. I realized I hadn't filled it. So I think that she'll probably pour okay. But I'm just gonna have to do this one again. So the other one turned out okay, but we'll get a couple molds. I think I'll redo this one plus one of the other ones, and I'll be back when I'm ready with the molds ready.
The island. What 5 things would you take with you? Except your guitar, okay? So what 4 other things except your guitar would you take with you?
Well, you need entertainment, right? So guitar is not actually a bad idea. It might keep you from going insane. 5 things. So basically, prepper, like just survival. I have a really nice knife that I picked up a few years back, a military blade, super cool, like survival type knife, a K-bar it's called, a wicked piece. I think the Navy SEALs carry them or something like that. Got one of those. I would definitely take a knife.
Right. We got LBS and Austrian stacker going in the background here.
Help with fires, looking glass, whatever, something wrong with my neck. So I could see things up close, like splinters or whatever, and also to maybe start light fires with magnifying glass. Compass? I don't know, man. I've never seen a compass that I've never really learned how to use them that well. They don't seem that accurate to me or whatever. They're always bouncing around. So probably not. So yeah, knife, magnifying glass. It'd be nice to have a handgun or a rifle. Either one would be fine.
That looked like that turned out okay this time.
Boy, a jacket, clothes, warm clothing, and maybe some cordage, as much cordage, parachute cord as I could get. Yeah, I think that would do me. Yeah. Why, are you going to drop me off on a freaking island? What's going on? There you go. Everybody.
All right.
Push them out the back of the plane. Later, bro. Glad you picked those 5 things.
Well, we will get those cleaned up. I'll get my molds and stuff here cleaned up, and we'll be back. All right, so we're back. So this is what some days with silver is like. I think Harley's going to turn out okay, but it did have just a little bit of a sag there in the back. The 2 pirate ladies that I just poured, so she poured better, except for there's a notch in the side and a hole right through it, and you can see for some reason today the silver just is not pouring. So this one turned out pretty good, except for it also has a hole right through it. So the silver just not flowing very well down into the mold. I had plenty of air space for it. I don't know, but neither of the pirate ladies will pass muster. They both got musket holes through them, so those are going to go back in the melt pot. So the only thing we ended up with today is going to be Harley. That's how it goes some days. All right, I'll be back after I've cleaned her up. All right, welcome back up into the studio here. And this is just going to be one of those days. Not everything always goes to plan when doing pouring. I got into taking a really close look on the bar for Jeff, the Harley Quinn bar, and her face looked more like Rorschach than Harley Quinn. It was just kind of blank, so the detail didn't come across very well on that for some reason. So I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board on that one. I wouldn't be happy sending that one out either. And you know, it may just be something to do with the heat and the sand today. I don't know. It's just, there are some days where pours just don't seem to go to plan. So I figured I'd show you the bad with the good. Not every day turns out, you know, with great pours for me. So I don't have anything to show today, but in my last video, Tridell had asked about this bar, so I thought I'd show it. It also had kind of a pour issue. It didn't quite fill in the corner here. This would be the edge that I poured from, so it would have filled from the bottom. It had a slight sag here and didn't quite fill the corner. But I thought that with the flag, it actually kind of went with it, and the flag really looks like it's waving and moving in the background. And I ended up really liking the the toning that I got on this bar. So yeah, it had an eagle. There's a little bit of pitting there, but almost every poured silver's likely to have a little of that somewhere. So anyways, take a look at that bar for today, and that will be it. So nothing else to really show. The other ones went right back in the to melt pile. So, well, that's it for this morning. Thanks for joining me, even though I didn't have anything finished to show you at the end. But that's what some days are like. And thank you for spending your time with me. I always appreciate your watch time, your subscriptions, and any comments you leave me below. And I'll catch you in the next one.